This was Jessie Peterson. She was 31 years old when her family says that she died a year ago at Dignity Health San Juan Medical Center in Sacramento, and that the hospital failed to ever inform them and that they lost her body. Earlier this month, the family filed a $25 million civil lawsuit against Mercy San Juan Hospital for negligence in failing to notify them of their daughter's death for a year and failing to properly handle her remains. So this is a very odd case, and there are some discrepancies, but let's go through it. So in April of 2023, she was admitted to the hospital in DKA. She was a type 1 diabetic. 2 days later, she calls her mom and asks her mom to come pick her up. Now, it's not clear if the mom tried to pick her up or not, but the mom says she called the hospital a few times and was told that she left AMA. And mom supposedly said, "Can you please double check? It doesn't make sense." And she was told there's no one here by that name. And so they reported her missing. And for a year, they've been looking for her. They filed police reports. They put flyers up all around town. They talked to the local homeless population because she also had a history of addiction and homelessness. And they never found her. And then in April of this year, 2024, the Sacramento County Detective's Office contacted the family to say that she was found deceased at the hospital, that she died on April 8th of 2023, but the death certificate was not signed until April 4th of 2024, listing the cause of death as cardiac arrest secondary to DKA, and that she allegedly died of cardiac arrest about 2 hours after she called the mom asking for her to pick her up. So the family went to try to, identify her remains, but apparently it was so decomposed that it's not possible to do an autopsy to see if there was any medical negligence involved, that they couldn't even identify her tattoos or any of that. So depending on what you read, the body was at the hospital the whole year, or in cold storage off-site, or in an off-site warehouse where it was left to decompose, or taken to the morgue the day after the death and then to cold storage, or just at the morgue this whole time. Depending on what you read, there's a lot of discrepancies. Also, side note, this is just kind of a weird thing, but I read an interview with the family, with the mom, that said she was a prosecuting attorney, but it listed her college. And the college, as far as I can tell, is a community college that does not have a law school or advanced degree programs. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But in any case, they failed to notify the family that she passed. And mom says she was absolutely listed as next of kin. And they allegedly never followed up on what to do with her remains. So, something fell through the cracks somewhere, right? Very strange case, and I will try to follow it for you guys. We also discussed this case in more detail on episode 62 of the Nurses Uncorked podcast that's out this week.